I hate my life.
I would too if I had you wearing that dress.
My mom picked it.
Oh, that explains it.
Is it really as gruesome as I think?
What's the occasion?
Homecoming dance.
Homecoming? Oh, you're fine.
Well, if you think this is bad, it gets worse. Mac picked my date.
Why aren't you going with Dylan?
How far are we gonna take this thing? Should I just save everyone a whole lot of time and energy and walk around campus with a t-shirt that says, I'm the perv?
Do you have one?
Do you think this is funny? It's bad enough I got dragged into the police station on account of being the prime suspect. But do you know what it's like to get labeled as a guy who drugs women and takes pictures of them naked? Your social options start to dwindle alarmingly quickly.
That means the plan's working.
I'm not consoled.
Look, Dylan, I know this is rough for you. It's rough for all of us. But the perv is convinced you're about to be arrested for his crime, so he's ready to set you up for the final fall. And when he does, we're gonna be there and we're gonna take him down.
Yeah, how? When?
How did Snike grab you?
Dylan is in college now. Like he's gonna care about some high school formal or homecoming.
Meaning you didn't ask him?
I was too mortified. And now I am stuck with a geek that's one of my dad's friend's son who doesn't even go to my school. Brooke.
What?
His name is Hank. When have you ever met a hunk named Hank?
You never know.
Hello, Brooke. Yes, I do. He's gonna be a geek. He said he'd be wearing a white carnation and, you know, as if the high water pants and the glasses wouldn't give it away.
Okay, so you're gonna have one bad date, Georgie. I think you'll live through it.
Your empathy really touches me.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I was drugged. I was taken to God knows where. I don't remember being stripped or having nude photos taken of me, so I'm sorry. The idea of you hanging out with a nerd named Hank, who your father has approved of already, I can't feel sorry for you, Georgie, and I'm sorry. What is up with that headband?
What?
Come here. Is this your mom's doing?
Yes.
That'll explain it, yeah. There you go. Look, hey, why didn't you ask Dylan?
Because I wanted him to remember the events in my life like he used to. And he didn't. So that proves that my worst fear is coming true. I'm losing my boyfriend to college.
The role of Lucas Jones is now being played by Ben Hogestyn.
You need to be around a lot of witnesses tonight, and nowhere near campus. That way, if the perv strikes, you got an alibi.
But if he's trying to frame me, shouldn't I be conveniently located at the party?
No, I want you clear. I'm not letting this perv call the shots any longer.
Well, it seems to me like he is calling the shots.
That's why I'm the cop and you're not. The profile on this perv says that he's compulsive. We set the scene, he's not going to be able to control himself. He's going to be at the party tonight, and when he shows up, we're going to get him.
Who's your backup?
Maxie.
Maxie.
I brought body mics from the station so that we can stay in contact with each other.
Cool.
Cool? Cool? No, this is not cool. What is wrong with you? Sticking her in the middle of this?
Hey, I have a stake in catching this guy too. If you remember correctly, he called and said that I owe him.
I don't like this. I don't.
Well, no offense, but you don't have to. Just do your part and keep playing it like we all think you're the guy.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. You got a minute?
Yeah, actually, I got all the time in the world because whatever you got going on is better than convincing my so-called friends that I don't drug women.
Well, you still got one friend left. Remember that girl I mentioned, Hollis? She's in the commons room downstairs asking about you again.
Did you hear that, guys? That's my next victim right there. I'll be with you in a second.
Hey, are you sure you're okay with this? I can go another way.
Don't you dare. I meant what I said. I have a stake in catching this guy. My only question is, what if we go through with all this and he doesn't show up?
Can we keep setting up until he does? Look, it's gotta be sooner than later, though. I'm not sure I can pass enough classes to stay undercover much longer.
Well, I mean, you did get stuck with the worst tutor. Georgie got the brains and I got the other attributes.
Are you trying to distract me?
Is it working?
We have prep to do.
Oh.
We have to get down to the commons to figure out how we're gonna use it. All right, then we gotta get back up here so I can show you how to use the mics. Hey, I'll make it up to you later, I promise.
I am gonna remember you said that.
All right, let's go. Hey, Professor Taylor. What brings you by?
The F you pulled on your latest paper? I hope you don't have any plans for tonight.
Okay. Let me be the voice of experience. Not much, admittedly, but at least I can tell you what I've learned already. Okay, so the adjustment, it's overwhelming. You know, you go from being the lofty senior to absolutely nobody, and I mean nobody. Then, you know, we're living with people, we have no idea who they are. And the classes, oh my gosh, the classes are so much harder. They are. But you don't want to let anybody know that, right? Because, like anywhere else, you're either really cool or the epitome of lame. And, oh gosh, poor Dillon. You know, on top of everything, he's walking around, people are looking at him like if he's this perv.
Actually, there's some good news because he's not the #1 suspect anymore.
Excuse me?
They practically have proof he didn't do it.
Wait, who is they?
The cops.
The cops. The cops.
But yes, we're still pretending like Dillon did it because we want to flesh out the real perv.
That's great, but was anybody gonna tell me this? Because if I remember correctly, yeah, I was one of the guy's first victims.
Brooke, I'm sorry, you were not intentionally left out of the loop, but you really have to be quiet about this because if you talk, it could ruin the whole sting, and I know that you want to catch this guy as much as everybody else.
My lips are sealed. Okay?
Yeah.
What?
I just can't believe he didn't remember, Brooke.
Georgie, did you not hear anything I just said? Look, stop being so selfish. All right, cut Dillon some slack, please. And if you can't do that, then ask him to take you to the dance.
Well, you're never going to have a job in the UN. But you're right. Thank you. I'm gonna go ask Dillon to the dance. So, if Hank shows up, can you please keep him occupied?
Yeah, how did you describe him again? Was that a hopeless nerd, a fashion victim? What was it, a carnation?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Well, at least you got one of the three. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
To lay down and die for? Yeah.
Did you mean big favor?
What? To have meaningless sex with him all night?
No. No.
Okay.
Just
What?
Just keep him occupied, keep him company in case something goes wrong. Please? Please.
For how long?
Please. Thank you.
Excuse me. Are you
You must be Hank?
Georgie?
No, unfortunately.
Hey, Lucas. I just saw a flyer. What's the occasion?
Well, let's see. It's college. It's after dark. What more do you need?
Well, are you thinking of sticking around?
Yeah, I had other plans, but why not? What about you?
Oh, I might just stay for a little longer.
You can forget about that one.
You know her?
Yeah, Hollis. She's got the hots for Dillon. It must be that whole danger thing.
Dillon Quartermain?
Take a stab at this. Hollis?
I've been dying to meet you.
Oh, honored. Why?
I heard you want to be a director.
Ah. And you're an actress. And...
No way. I want to direct too.
Oh. That's fine. It's a pleasure to meet you.
So my professor says that you and I share similar interests.
Yeah, what's that?
New film noir. He says you were fascinated by it.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen, Dark Fog? Came out last year.
Only front row at Sundance, and I have the soundtrack.
Oh, no, that was crap.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How can you argue with the utter simplicity of a piano and one long guitar?
I'll tell you, no sax.
I seem to remember a sex scene or two.
Sax. Sax. You know me all of 2 minutes, you're already busting my chops, huh?
So, what, is Dillon clear on this whole stalker thing?
He is walking around a free man, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that would be courtesy of Quartermain Pocket. You know, money can buy a lot of things, even innocence.
Look who's talking. Your dad's loaded too, and at least the quarter my money is,
Do you have a problem with the way my father makes a living, Lucas?
It's none of my business.
Yeah, you got that right. And just for the record, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud. You see the way people react to him. The respect they show him.
Yeah, and what's the alternative? I mean, they diss him get fitted for cement shoes.
Did you find Dylan?
Tell me about Hank.
Hank, okay, he plays center field. He has a 4.0, but he is modest. I had to take 2 spit takes at his jokes, and he kept eye contact with me the whole time. I don't know, I can't find anything wrong with him.
He's not Dylan. And tonight, that's a good thing.
Are you gonna tell me what happened?
Not worth mentioning, but thank you for covering. I really appreciate it. I'll take it from you.
Don't mention it.
So, the guitar soloist is playing down at the coffee house tonight. Very low-key, very musical. Think you might be interested? Might give you a better appreciation for the soundtrack.
You know what? Yeah, I was looking for something to do tonight, so
Great.
why not?
How about we grab a burger before we go?
Yeah, I should tell you, I'm, taken. I have the greatest girlfriend in the world, and I've been known to talk about her incessantly, so.
I'll take my chances.
All right, then. Hey, I'm gonna cut out, so you got another girl falling all over you. What's your secret, man?
How would we be talking? You grew up in a nice home with a father and a sister.
Who died?
So what? We were poor, okay? I barely knew my father. My whole relationship with my mother was based on a lie. We were scrambling. Money's not overrated. It can make you feel like an outsider in ways you can't even imagine.
You know, there's all kinds of ways to be an outsider.
Something's off.
What do you mean?
What? Look, Dylan and that girl just left. Okay, Maxie and Jesse are nowhere to be found. When's the last time those two missed a party?
I don't know what you're
Look,
talking
all
about.
I'm saying is that this whole thing smells like a setup. I just hope we're not the targets.
I knew you were sensitive. I could feel it when I read your paper. It was like you were talking directly to me. But I had to be sure.
Yeah? How about be your age? What's this? I heard every inappropriate thing you said to him. My boyfriend, by the way.
I knew it. You cheated again.
And what were you doing?
Forcing his hand. I'm going to the dean.
Go ahead. I'm going to be right behind you because what you did is called entrapment. If you're telling the truth and not just covering your butt.
Come along then. We'll see who the dean believes.
Wait a minute. I'm an undercover cop. Look, I enrolled in all of Maxie's classes because she's one of a growing list of girls who are being targeted by a stalker. He's drugging them and he's taking shots of them nude.
Don't rat on Jesse and I won't rat on you. My dad's the police commissioner, by the way.
I feel really awful about this misunderstanding. I'm sure we can make amends.
Giving Jesse an A on his paper would be a nice start.
What if I said I could help you expose the stalker?
So you're here.
Yeah, a party. I was just looking for a place to hang, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you came. Do you want anything to drink or something?
Seth, hey, somebody call 911.
I was ready to fake my own death to avoid another blind date, but you're really cool.
Yeah, you're really cool too. But I really think you should know that I have the greatest boyfriend in the entire world.
So, why isn't he taking you to the dance?
It's getting late. I think we should go.
That's the second time today I left my cell phone in the car.
Yeah. Do you mind if we skip Kelly's tonight? Cause yeah, I go here all the time, and I thought, not a big deal. I go here all the time, and I thought maybe I should broaden my horizons.
No
or
problem.
something. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.